Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach. I just want to give a quick little intro to this video before we got into the poker and all that good stuff. So this channel is gonna be about, playing over the summer home games with my friends around town. I'm gonna be working on a bankroll challenge, going from 4,500 to 10,000 over the summer. Kind of a stretch, but hopefully, if we get to around 7, 8,000, hey, that's still a great win. For over the summer. These games are mainly 1-1 games, pretty friendly. We go twice a lot. We have fun. We don't play super tight for the most part. There's a lot of action, so I think you guys will enjoy these videos. And before I get into the poker, I wanted to kind of go over my past sessions for the past few weeks. So, on your screen, I will put up my past couple sessions. As you can tell, I've been running pretty hot for the past 3 weeks, except one session where I lost pretty big. Some four-figure wins in these sessions. So, Matt, if you're watching this video, I appreciate you, man. I hope you keep on coming to our games. I know that you lose a lot and you're a pretty big fish, but in the long run, I think you'll come out ahead for sure. But anyways, I hope you guys liked the video, and at the end of the video, I will recap this session and another session I played shortly after.
In the first hand, we're going to look down at 8, 9 of clubs. We're in the big blind. We're going to complete the raise and call for $7. So we flop some backdoor draws, backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. I'm going to check first. We're going to have J bet out here for about 7. And we're already short. Our buy-in, we only started with $50 in a 1-1 game, so that's only 50 big blinds, so we're going to expect to get it in here in the first couple hands. So we're going to call for $7, try and hit a backdoor draw. We do pick up a backdoor gut shot. And now Jay's gonna bet out for $20, and it's not worth calling to a 1-outer, so we're gonna let it go. Alright, guys, in the hand exactly after the last one, we're now in the small blind. We look down at 4, 5 of clubs, and we're gonna call a raise in the small blind for $5 and go about 4 ways to a flop. And the flop's gonna come 8, 10, 5 with 1 clubs. We have backdoor clubs. We're gonna start with a check, see what the original raiser does. He bets out for 7. We're gonna make the call. Trying to some backdoor draws, maybe 2 pair. The turn comes the 4 hearts, so definitely an interesting card. We now hit 2 pair, but damn near every single draw gets there. Straight draws, flush draws, and we're pretty much short stacked. We have like 20 something left, 25. We're gonna go all in for $25, lead out, and see what our opponents do. And we get called not in one, but in 2 spots, and we're up against a straight and ace of hearts. So we need a 4 or 5 to hit a full house, or we are getting scooped. And we decide to run it twice. The first board is the Queen of Hearts, second river is the Ace of Clubs. So Ace of Hearts takes the first board, and straight holds up on the second board. And we get scooped, and we'll be adding on for another $100. So great start. So in this time, we're looking at 8, 9 of diamonds on the button. We're gonna see a Luke open to $7, and I did this add-on for $100, but I did lose a couple of hands in between, so I have about like 75 in my stack. It's gonna fold around to me, and I'm gonna want to put in a 3-bet here to try and get a heads up and go to a flop. Unlike our every other hand where it's going 5 ways to a flop, so it does fold back around to Luke, and he's gonna put in the call here for $20. So the pot's gonna be about $45, and we'll be going to a flop heads up. The flop's gonna come 4, 5, 7 with 2 clubs, 1 heart. So we have 2 overs and a gut shot. Luke's trying to check over to me here. I'm just trying to rip it in here. Trying to get the ace highs to fold, any face cards. Luke says he's ace high and just does fold his cards, so our plan did work. And our game is pretty friendly, so we're gonna run out the board and see what happened. And in this case, on the turn, I would have hit the nut straight. All right, the next hand, we're looking at King 10 of hearts. on this in the small blind, and I have about $75 in my stack still, in for 150, so still down about $75. We do call $7 pre-flop, and the flop comes out 9 of hearts, 10 of spades, 5 of hearts. So honestly, a dream flop for us. We're gonna check in the small blind, try and go for a check raise. Luke's gonna bet up for $10, and it's gonna fold it back around to us, and we're gonna put in a check raise here to $25. So we do have a flush draw, obviously, and top pair, pretty much top kicker. We put in a check raise at $25, and Neem, who checked on the flop, is gonna cold call, and Luke is gonna fold. So we're gonna go heads up here to a turn. Pot's around $88 now, and the turn is a 9 of diamonds, so not too scary of a card. The only hand I'm thinking like he might have a 9 here is gonna be 8-9, but I do go all in for my last $35. And Neem is gonna call after a few seconds of thinking, and we're gonna decide to run this board out twice. So the first board is gonna come out the ace of hearts, giving us the nut flush. And the second river is gonna be the 7 of clubs, still giving us top pair. And Neem is gonna show queen 8, so he called with a gut shot. He only had a little bit left, so can't be too mad at him, but we're gonna take that pot down. So after winning that pot, we're about even on the session, in for 150, have about 150 in our stack. We look down at ace queen on the button here, and it's gonna look around to us, and we're gonna put in a raise here to $12. It's gonna fold around to Luke, who's gonna put in the call, and then Jaden also gonna put in the call. So we're gonna be going here 3 ways to a flop. About $40 in the pot, and the flop comes out deuce of hearts, ace of diamonds, 3 of spades. I think this is a pretty solid flop for us. Obviously, we have top pair, almost top kicker. But Luke is gonna lead out here for $15. Jaden's gonna fold. And I think Hero's gonna put in the call and see what he does on the turn. So the turn comes and 10 of spades. And now Luke continues to lead out here, and this time for a much bigger bet of $40. And Jaden's gonna fold here. And back onto me. And at first, I did kind of think you might have had a 2 pair could be easily beat here, but I don't listen to my gut, and I still go all in. And he calls pretty quickly and says 2 pair. So we run the board twice, and I can't improve on any board. So his 2-3 offsuit is gonna take down this pot, and we're back down to where we started. So after losing that ace queen hand, I did add on for another 150. So we're in the game for a total of $300. And I did lose some other pots since this hand. So we about 120 in our stack, in for 300. We looked on an ace jack. We're gonna call a raise of $20. So pretty big size, but we're stuck. We're always gonna get into an ace jack. And it's gonna go about 3 ways to a flop here. And the flop is gonna come queen, jack, 4 with 2 clubs. So we do flop a pair, not top pair though. So, and we're gonna play this in flow and check. Neem is also gonna check and checks around, and now the turn is a jack of spades. Naturally, I check here, but probably thinking I should be start betting with the best hand. It checks around again, and the river's a queen of diamonds, and I check again, trying to get someone to take a bet at this. And Luke bets out for $50, so over pot, and I snap it off. And he shows pocket 9, so he got counterfeit, and my jack's full is gonna take this pot down. This next time we're gonna look at that pocket jacks. I opened the $10 and got 3-bet to 40 by Jaden. I could jam here and just run it twice and see what happens, but I decided to just call and see what the flop brings. So we're gonna go 3 ways actually to a flop now. Me, Jaden, and Nemec, and the board is gonna come 8 of clubs, king of spades. So not the best, not the worst flop. On this flop, I'm not really putting him on ace king with two kings on the board. You could, of course, still have queens, or aces, and have me crushed. And he does lead out for $25. I put in a call and Nemec folds, so we're gonna be heads up to a turn. Turn is deuce of hearts, a pretty brick card. And now Jaden is actually gonna check, and I'm gonna decide to take a free card and check this one back. And the river comes now the king of diamonds. So three kings out there. I think that's a pretty good card for me, honestly. Still not putting him on ace king. You could have aces or queens have me crushed, or ace queen and just try and bluff at it. He bets out for 30, and I snap call this, and he shows ace king. So yeah, quads are gonna be good here. Can't beat quads that often, so I muck my hand, and he takes down this pretty big pot. So now I'm on slight tilt after losing that pot. This is the last hand of the night. We looked down at 3-5 of diamonds. I'm gonna raise it up here to $17. How about 40-ish behind? Gonna get it in on any flop. But Jaden Garcia now three bets me to $35, so a min click. And Jaden's had a few drinks. He could be doing this with any hand. So I snap call, and I'm looking to just go once, honestly, and just, either gamble, double up, or not. And he shows aces, so we end up going twice. We were out two boards. I'm just gonna pause the video here on both the boards. On the first board, I did flop a pair and then turned the diamond draw, and I bricked out. The second board, he turned quads, and I have a gut shot to a straight flush. I peel off a 4 for a straight, but not the 4 diamonds, so we get scooped in this hand. Nice hand of Jaden. I just lost to quads in pretty much back-to-back hands, so that's always nice.
Hey guys, two things. I hope you enjoyed that video. I wanted to say this. I should have said it in the beginning of the video, but I want to say it now. You probably aren't gonna be learning a lot from this channel. It's gonna be a lot of fun hands, a lot of crazy action. If you're trying to win and be smart in poker, probably for the most part, not the channel to watch. These hands have a lot of factors going into them. We know each other. We play with each other for months and months and months. So this is not your like GTO, straight to the book poker games. Like these are a lot of street poker going on. But anyways, in this session I lost, as you can see, $300. Played for about 2 hours. I could have rebought and kept on playing, but I was pretty tired and just wanted to call it there. So not heading in the right direction. I did play a session a couple days after this one that I'll also put up on the screen right now. I played for about 4 hours and lost $189. So another losing session. Heading in the wrong direction for this bankroll challenge, but it's pretty early on. Still a lot of bankroll to work with, and I think we're gonna turn things around soon. I'm gonna try and upload videos about once or twice a week, depending on the week and the work schedule and all that good stuff. But our bankroll is currently sitting at $4,011. So hopefully we could win next session and maybe get back up to around 4,500. All right, see you guys.